More on YouTube. So today I'm going to show you exactly where I'm sitting at as far as my weight and my physique. As you can see, not too bad. 65 days out. I currently weigh, let's find out. So I currently weigh 173.8. That's actually down, which is really good. And the cuts are slowly coming in. You can see them coming in. So I'll show you exactly what I'm doing right now. So here, a little bit of striations in my quads. But with Men's Physique, you don't show your legs. So I'm gonna actually show you guys my breakfast that I eat every morning. The only thing I change is every morning, no matter what it is, I eat the same exact thing for breakfast. It's always the same breakfast. The only thing I change is I change the quantities of my carbs. And I may go for a flavored oikos over a plain oikos, depending on the carbs, because obviously the flavor and the sugar, there's more carbs in there. Every morning I have my bcass from Cage Muscle. I have hydracharge, glutamine, clean burn. I think it's a half teaspoon of cream of tartar for potassium, a quarter teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, rock salt, cinnamon for my oatmeal because it's not flavored. I use 1 tablespoon of coconut oil to cook my breakfast, which is going to be 8 egg whites and 5 ounces of pepper, either going to be red, orange, or yellow. It depends on what I get from the market. On my eggs, I also put pepper seeds and ground pepper. In my, as far as the yogurt, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is actually chobani. This is the oikos. What I was saying is this is plain. So the chobani plain is the same thing as the oikos plain. I just go whatever's on sale. This is actually flavored. So this one has, I believe, 14 grams of carbs and has 6 because there's no flavor in it. So I eat one of these with a quarter teaspoon of granola. It's my favorite granola. I use it every morning. It's pretty macro friendly, 15 carbs, 6 fat, 6 protein, has a little bit of fiber in it. All it is cinnamon, sunflower seeds, and cranberries. So it's a great way to eat plain yogurt without adding any extra sugar to it because it gives a little bit of flavor. In that yogurt, I'll either add 1 cup of blueberries, which is 140 grams, or I'd around 140 grams of sliced apple that I'll put in there with some cinnamon. And that's pretty much my breakfast. I eat it every single morning. As far as oats go, I do about a half a cup of oats on my medium carb days. Low carb days might probably medium cup too. Sometimes I do 3/4 cup. My high carb days, I'll sometimes do a cup, depending on what I'm going to work out. Normally, because of both jobs, I'm normally at work right now, actually. I normally just get off work. I just got up because I just happen to be off, which is a good thing. So I can show you guys how I do this. If you have any questions, just ask me. I'm going to try to show some of my training today as well. Thank you. That I normally use before I go to the gym for my pre-workout. It's going to be Cage Muscle Pre-Cage. Intra-workout is going to be Cage Muscle In Cage. And I use Ferrodrox. This is supposed to bring your testosterone back to natural levels. Biggest ingredient here is ashwagandha, which deals with cortisol. which I spoke to you about in my first video, that was completely elevated. I noticed by taking this, it does help. I want to show you this stuff before I go to the gym. Also, chicken, as far as my chicken goes. So I make about 5 to 6 pounds of chicken every 3 to 4 days. It goes fairly quick. So I'll show you a little bit of that real quick. I use Mrs. Dash seasoning. Mrs. Dash has no sodium in it. So if you're watching your sodium and you don't want to consume way too much sodium, I'd recommend using Mrs. Dash. As you've seen earlier, this morning with my breakfast, I used Himalayan rock salt. It's a much better use for salt, as far as like, I drink a little bit of it to get you need a little bit of salt, but you don't want to overdo it. I don't salt my foods. I get my salt naturally from the foods that I eat, and also the quarter teaspoon of salt that I use in the mornings with my drink. So I'll show you. The chicken's pretty good. I mean, the season, so there's no salt in it, so it's garlic and herbs. You pick it up at any Save-A-Lot or grocery store that you have. Let me see if I can turn this around. I cannot turn it around, so I'm just trying to show you. So, like I said, I make this every 3 to 4 days. I'm constantly cooking. That's the life of meal prep. You're constantly cooking, constantly washing dishes, but you have to be consistent. Stay tuned for the gym. So first things first, when I get to the gym, first thing I always do is I do 10 minutes on the assault bike. I feel like doing the assault bike loosens you up, stretch out a little bit your legs, your joints, your arms. It's a good way to begin your workout. Nice and easy, very light.
Oh. I don't want it to be off. Well, then this one has 2 and that one has 2.
There's too many on that middle.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't know that. So this one's in the wrong place.
Yeah. You can tell Phil's not working. How are you feeling? Are you?
Working.